You don't know my story, the anguish and the guilt that consume me. Grateful I can tell it, for no more shall the shackles condemn me. You don't know the story, you just don't know. For if you did, you would lift up your hands.
Welcome to the Fred Hinton Show. Today's guest is Cranstan Cumberbatch. He's a director, he's the producer, he's an actor. He has been in stage plays of Hairspray, he's been in the stage play Rent, but today he has a movie. The movie's going to be on the big screen at the Baywalk. Without further ado, let my man Cranstan Cumberbatch come home.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Welcome to the Fred Hinton Show.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Oh, man, thank you for joining us. Tell me about this new movie you have, If You Only Knew.
Yes, If You Only Knew. If You Only Knew. It's this film that I wrote and directed, and I'm even acting in it. Can you believe that? Yes, I'm getting my Tyler Perry on, my Eddie Murphy. Anybody who's ever done it that is successful in it right now, I'm following in their shadows and trying to, make it happen. But that's what happens when you got small crew and limited budget.
So what you saying, Cranstan? You gonna be behind the camera? You gonna say, go stand over there? Then you gonna run in front of the camera, and then you gonna act. Yeah. So you gonna do it all.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Until you get that budget that allows you to, have those other people to do it for you. You gotta do it yourself if you want it to happen.
But at the end of the day, this is a major milestone for you. Yeah. Also, see that you are a St. Pete native. You graduated from Gibbs High School. How does this make you feel in the inside to be able to come back to your ground roots and bring something to the big stage, to the community, based on St. Pete with all this turmoil going on where, you're a brother just like I'm a brother, yeah. Where we got this stigma that if you from St. Pete, you got to look a certain way, you got to do certain things, but you're coming back and you're bringing something positive. How did that make you feel?
Man, it makes me feel blessed, to have grown up, in the south side of St. Pete, things of nature, the Childs Park area. And to know that side's always been, deemed as, the rougher side of the burg, and to not be a product of my environment, to have grown up there and to be able to come out of that place and go on to reach some level of success, to get a college education, to finish high school, to still be, devoted to God and active in church, to have that desire to want to be a role model and a positive figure in the community and still work and volunteer and, be a part and participate in community events. And to now be able to have put my passion, where my passion lies, being in production and acting and singing, and to be able to take that and now have something, a finished work, get to the big screen. It's a huge accomplishment, and it's a story of inspiration,
Very much a story of inspiration. I can't talk today. This is crazy. But based on, like you say, from coming from a Childs Park area where you labeled as you can't do this, you can't do that, to rise above all that. And that shows it's not where you're from, it's how you come.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Because we all have a story, and that's what this show is all about, that God loves you and he has a plan.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you have done in your past or different people has motivated you and gave you inspiration to get you to where you at right now?
Well, the first thing I'm going to have to say is I give, a lot of credit to my parents. My mom and dad, coming from a Caribbean background. When you grow up Caribbean, there's a lot of pride in our culture. Yeah. It's a lot of pride in our culture. It's a lot of family love. It's a lot of support, in our culture. And in the Caribbean culture, they believe in village, lifestyle.
And hard work.
Yeah, and more than anything, hard work. 15 job is not a lie. Not a lie, which is why I'm doing everything in this film.
So working five jobs in the film is not that bad.
No, that's not that. Hey, look, that's light work.
That's light work.
But,
so tell me more about this film. What is the plot without giving it away? What are some of the things that when I go see this film, what are the things that I'm going to be able to take away from the film?
Well, basically, you're going to see two relationships and a best friendship that become challenged by some secrets that took place in their college past, and those secrets kind of challenge the very nature of those relationships. It challenges their sense of love, their commitment, and loyalty. It challenges all those things. And it just puts it all to the test, and I guess you just got to come and find out to see how all that plays out.
Well, my next question is going to be, is this based on a true story?
Is it?
Is this going to be, someone's going to be in the audience saying, hold on, that reminds me of such and such that I was in class with?
Actually, no. If you can relate to the story, then great. But it is all. There are some elements. Of course, every story has some true elements or aspect to it, to some form or part of life. How much of it is true? For me, it's very minimal. But there are some aspects that are true to life in general. Some people have been in some of these positions that these characters find themselves in. And some may find themselves in the positions later on in life in a different capacity, because there's a lot of parallels that happen in life. But outside of that, it is a story that's made up. Myself and my co-writer Keith Prayer, he and I sat in my car one day after one of my romantic expression shows, and he kind of started pitching the idea. And from there, I had a similar idea that I was already working on. And from that, we kind of just started meshing some things together. And before we knew it, we were on to the story and the premise of this film. And we just kind of kept going, and I just kept writing and making stuff happen. And things just kind of fell into place. God just worked this story out. And so I just let it happen. So
you guys were sitting in the car, putting things in the blender.
Yeah.
And what we're going to see on July 25th is the finished product. Is the smoothie, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yes. Tell us about some of the casting members in this movie.
This film stars all local actors. That's kind of one of my niches, and one of the things that my company is centered around. It's centered around local actors, singers, vocalists, musicians, local entertainment. And so, local entertainers. And it stars all local actors. Keith Prayer, I already mentioned his name. It has twins, Marvin and Melvin Coleman. It has Lolita Defoe. And it has our co-star in the film, Miss Passion Nicole Howard, and also Miss Andrea Sistrunk. She's also in this film as well, who's also local talent. And Josh Neri, he's also in the film as well, and he's a local talent and music producer, who has 5 scores in the film.
That's just to hear everybody that's in this film is local. That speaks so much, man, because I can't say it enough. With so much going on right now in Pinellas County, and especially in the Tampa Bay area, that we can pull together and say there's some positive going on.
Yeah.
That that we still believe in doing it the right way with hard work, dedication, and getting it done, and it pays off. Mm-hmm. And that also ties into your community values and the different things you are doing in the community. What are some of the things that I know that you're doing in the community, but let the listening audience know what you're doing in the community as well?
Sure. I serve right now as a compact youth mentor at my old alma mater, Gibbs High School. I am a board member of a youth leadership and youth leadership organization called Community Effects. I am very active in my church, 20th Street Church of Christ. I work with adults and youth there. I'm very active in the community. I used to volunteer at the Royal Theater with the youth there that attended there before it became an all boys and girls club. I used to work, volunteer there in the arts program to help with show productions, things of that nature. I'm very active in the community. I volunteer at the Black History Museum, the Dr. Carter G. Woodson African American History Museum. I have strong ties there. And wherever you see me, I'm looking to help somebody do something. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm the guy who likes to help other people's dreams come true.
You the bridge.
Yeah,
you the bridge to bring it
bridge.
together.
Yes.
Tell me this. One of the things we like to do here on the Fred Hinton Show is outreach.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to that young writer, dancer, that young boy or girl that's right now saying, I want to do what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
What motivation, encouragement would you give them?
I would say stay true to yourself. Stay true to your passion. Let no one deter you from your dream and what you aspire to be and what you aspire to become. Let no one deter you from that. Hard work and dedication will pay off, and definitely more than anything, patience is a virtue. It's not going to happen overnight. If you stick with it, you will reach that period in the sentence.
Let's go ahead and get this commercial out there in the next 60 seconds.
All right.
Give them your sales pitch on why they need to come out July 25th at 7 o'clock and watch this film.
The reason why you need to come out on July 25th to watch this film is because you see work in action and you see a dream come true. From everything that I just said, I applied it to my own life, and I allowed no one to stop me from finishing what I started. And on July 25th, you're going to see that work come to life before your eyes on the big screen. And there's not many people that can say that their film has actually been on a big screen to where you can buy popcorn at the concession stand, buy a Coke, sit down and watch somebody that lives right there in your neighborhood, that's very active in the community, that's helping other people, and local talent, local actors be on that respected platform, in your community. It's just something that is, you just have to witness it to believe it. And come see a dream come true. That's all I can say. July 25th, Baywalk Movie Co. Theater, 7 p.m. We have a red carpet reception. Hope to see you there.
How can someone get in contact with you? Is it Facebook, email? Get out your contact information as well.
Facebook is a great place to reach me. You can do it by my name, Cranstan Cumberbatch, and I'm sure it's going to appear somewhere in here, possibly.
We got you.
Also, my website, which is the abbreviated version of my company name, which is Amazing Crayons Creative Works, Inc., and that's ACCWK Inc.Weebly.com. And there you'll see a lot of company information, more information on me, more insight on what we do. You'll see some stuff on my band, REXP, The Soulful Experience. And you'll see some of the other things, films I've been involved with, and all that good stuff. Twitter, I'm Amazing Cran, AMAZN CRAN. I don't know, just Google me, you'll find something.
Just Google him. Just type it in. You may catch him with a camera in his hand. You may catch him dancing. You may catch him acting. You may catch him in the park playing football with some kids. But you're going to catch him doing something positive. Yeah. This is Fred Hinton on the Fred Hinton Show. I thank you for joining us and tuning in. I need you to go to the movies. Yes. July 25th. I need you at the movies.
Yes.
At Baywalk.
Yes.
I need you there seeing this movie. If you only knew. But once you leave that movie, you gonna know. We need you there. Once again, I thank you for joining me, my brother.
Appreciate you, man, for having me.
This is the Fred Hinton Show. God loves you and He has a plan. No matter how low you may feel, God can pick you up and turn it around, and He'll show you everything that He has for you in your life. You just have to trust Him. Thank you.